You guys are familiar with a mechanical watch? Have you ever been a kid and took something apart
Yeah.
maybe you shouldn't have? It's like a giant wall clock in a miniature version. See, I'm wearing some, I think they call them big boy pants today.
Yeah, you are. No
Some
shorts.
cool sunglasses. got me a drill bigger than anything I think we got on the machine shop there.
Oh,
Some money we spent that I don't have anymore.
we got some new tools last week that came in.
Accounting called, they want their money back.
We're really proud. We're so happy to get some. We're always happy to get new tools. Okay, so let's open this.
And this is the small gear, but they do go smaller and they do go bigger, and we've used them all. I mean, everything in between. You adjust that with this knob here. Hey, hello, and welcome back. This is Shop Adventures 29. I'm Lance.
And I'm Patrick.
And we are no longer missing.
No.
Stop the search party. Cancel the bolo.
We're back.
That's be on the lookout for anyone non-law enforcement. Okay, there. All right. Well, we had a reason for why we didn't do anything this week, last week here for the video, did we?
Yeah, it was just, we didn't do anything exciting other than, like, we had to do taxes for the company.
Which we said, made, amount of money made, zero. Amount of money to pay, zero. 0 plus 0 is 0. That's, welcome to Active Adam.
It wasn't a fun week, so. We were busy. We were here working full time, but just nothing really exciting to share. And we don't want to put a video out just to put one out. So we decided, you know what?
Yeah.
It's better that we just skip this week. And we were bummed, though, because, we had put out 28 videos every week in a row.
Honestly, I didn't realize I'd miss it. I thought, so what? We'll take a week off. I didn't realize I'd miss it. I also didn't realize the amount of private messages I'd get, hoping we're okay.
Yeah.
That wasn't our intention. We've been at it for like he says, we've been at it for 28 solid weeks. It's been good. We're brand new. We're like the newest YouTube thing happening. We're just new and going down the road and sharing our little world. But technically, honestly, it's called Shop Adventures. It's filmed near real-time live. We honestly should have just covered it even though it was boring. But it was just too boring beyond belief. What am I going to show you?
Exactly.
I just want to be honest about it, right? But we won't happen it won't happen again.
We don't foresee it for a while.
No.
But it's great to be back. We missed it.
God, we had nobody to share with but ourselves. It could implode. Okay, let's get at it. What did I do this week? Me?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I take you out and I start doing something really neat. We're doing two things. We're building a product and we're building a museum. Well, our goal and a dream is to build a museum based on selling products, right? That's basically it. So the museum got its first tool this week. We don't even have a glass case yet. A display case. We found a place and all that, but I'm restoring a really special tool, one of four. Everything we restore is to what we don't know the factory specs, but technically we make the fully functional, fully working, and Patrick has some input about these funny tools, don't you?
Oh, I just love these tools. What I like about the vintage watch tools is they were made so small, like the form factor were smaller than today's watchmaker tools, but then the workmanship, they're so intricate with so many little details. I just love the older tools.
And fully functional today, even to this day. As delicate as they look, they're actually built like a house, as long as you take a little care of them.
Like, you share one tool that you completed this week.
I do. I show you how it works.
And I tell you, it looks and works like brand new.
So it's done. It's going in our new glass case.
Yeah.
And we got 3 more behind it. And then from now on, we'll start seeing some. But I explained that in the video. I don't get into all that. And then I do something, don't I?
Oh, I surprised you out in the grinding hut.
I did, and I'm wearing my big boy suspender pants.
He is.
I got levels and pencils, and I've got squares and stuff, but I didn't have all my tools out because I'd already just finished doing one job, putting some siding on them, and I was in there, got caught. To be honest, Patrick caught me. I was in there talking with the wood, trying to make amends with the fine oak.
You did finish the interior.
The interior is all done. I even share my 200 amp power panel.
That's right.
Not wired yet. I've already got the conduit in the ground. That's where we didn't film because that was before all this.
Right.
Right. But I did show me putting the panel up, or after I put the panel up, and I show my fancy fire extinguisher box.
Oh, and I caught you putting the ground rods in.
Oh, that's right. I was driving the ground rods in. They're 8 feet long, 5/8 diameter. They are required for any outbuilding.
I was surprised.
With a power box.
I thought that was really going to be a difficult job, but guy with the tool.
Oh, that's what he does. You know what? I cook around here too, and if the food's really good, he says that it's because the meat quality was good, or because the marinade was awesome. That couldn't be that cook did anything correctly. It couldn't. That's how it is. Welcome to my world. Right? What did you do? Not for me. Let's pick on you for a minute. What did you do? Did you do anything this week that we want to know about?
Let's see. Well, again, I've just been really extremely busy, but just juggling. I've been juggling, just trying to wrap. We have all these little projects I've just been trying to get completed because my goal is to get all these little projects done next week. And then our next big goal is the educational series videos. And that's about, we're going to be rebuilding 11 headstock spindles.
But he's going to get into why that's more important than it was yesterday because we realized something about our product. As we mentioned, we want to try to get the product, how big can the product be made on the machines we have?
That's right.
And the first main part of the product that all the little pieces go to had a problem that he has to solve, and the only way to solve it is to do the spindle rebuilds.
That's right.
Because we can't get around it.
Yeah.
So this is going to be exciting. He has a really good time.
Yeah, so those that have been looking forward to the spindle rebuild videos, we're hoping maybe in a couple of weeks those will be released.
Yes, all is one.
And yeah, like we've mentioned before, it's going to be like a 4 or 5 part series, but we're going to release all of them all at once.
Yeah.
So you don't have to wait, to see the next parts.
That's right. But even though we weren't around last week, we did get some viewer mail while we were occupied.
2, huh?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, you got 2. You got 1. I got none. Actually, the company got 1 and Patrick got 1. Guess he's special. So you want to start or you want me to go?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got channel stickers. That's what we like to call shout outs. We do shout outs. If we get channel stickers from a fellow YouTube creator, you get shout outs. And I don't care what your topic is. I don't care if your topic selling weight loss videos.
Right.
Whatever
doesn't
you're
matter.
into. Whatever you're into, you're a community. This is a community of creators, and it's a community of viewers that love creators and we just love the feedback from viewers. We're about as thankful as you can get. And our channel's much more popular than we ever thought it would be, so we're pretty proud people. Well, we like this guy. In fact, I really like this guy. He's just like a really cool dude. Flathead Ron's Garage. Check these out. They even feel good. This guy's really got a cool hot rod for one. That kind of starts my conversation there. There's a history with me and cars, but I don't say much. I will one day. We'll have a sit down. We got a video coming up.
That'll be really interesting.
Our intro video.
Yeah, about your uncle, too. That's a really fascinating history.
Yeah, there's a reason. There's a reason for things. Yeah, so it's nice to always share a little history, but it's always nice to also live in the present.
That's true.
I don't want to live in all of our equipment lives in the past as it is. Can we at least please come out of the present a little bit? Okay, so that was nice, Flathead Ron. We appreciate it. What did he say to me? Here's a few of my stickers for you guys. Thanks for the nice comments. Oh, he likes, you know what? We're like the IRS. If we follow another YouTuber, we comment no matter what. And we always have kind words because we're just so thankful in our community to be a member of this. Just as small as we may be, we're just as big as you can imagine in our minds. We're just so proud.
Oh, yes, yeah.
So he's been, okay, so that's all. He just mentions he's been down for a little bit here, but he got busted. Oh, yeah, he did get hurt a little bit. That's right. But he's got this really neat Odo. I know about it. It's an Odo drilling press, and I hope I got it right. But he's done some neat work on typical car guy. It's got some unique features to it in regards to the paint work, and I'm really proud of it. So I'm really enjoying that. I hope he's going to be flying and get better. Thanks, Ron. We appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for being with us along this journey. Patrick, since it's addressed only to you, not to me.
It is funny. It is addressed to me.
Oh, it is. That's just kind of how it is around here anyway.
Oh, it's from Addie's workshop.
Yeah, across the pond, eh?
Oh, yeah, we like him. We like everybody. I shouldn't say that. I don't want to show any favoritisms. Oh. But he did address this to me, so he's good.
It explains why. You can share it. It's okay. What do you say?
Well, let me show the stickers.
Well, there's a nice... And he has this right on his lathe when he runs it. I love it because he's an expert with running this little lathe. The man knows what he's doing. He has a lot of history. You cannot say this enough. There's a few YouTubers that are just unbelievably knowledgeable and have experimented so much and been taught by they've been taught by their elders. And they know all this stuff. So he has a sticker placed right by his spindle. So every time he films, his sticker's there. And I think it's kind of neat, but he does some really neat tricks with his lathe. His man knows what he's doing. So we really like Addy. And he's got he's got one of them funny senses of humor. So he's all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
Do you want me
say?
to read it?
Yeah, what did he say?
Okay, it says, "Hi, Lance." First, hi,
Okay,
Patrick.
okay.
Here are a couple of stickers as promised. I could not resist sending the letter to Patrick, as it always seems that mail is for him in the comedy bit. Hope you are both well.
Because
and I'm
it
looking,
is.
Yeah. Hope you are both well, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the products are. All the best, guys.
That's
really nice. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Addy.
I think that's it.
Oh no, one more.
Oh.
No, this shout out has nothing to do with stickers, although it doesn't. I wouldn't mind if Andrew sends them. I guess his name's Andrew, and how I know that is because Randy Richards brought it up. He called it Andrew and Family, and I'm just trusting he's right. This guy's located in Norco, California. That's just 84.8 miles away from our beautiful location here in Yucca Valley. Okay, why would I talk about the Toolmiser? Well, I'll explain that one to you. We really love our country.
Yeah.
We're very proud Americans, and we live in a very, very religious town. It's very gun-loving, God-fearing, family values type of town. It's beautiful.
It's a small community. It's really nice.
Very tight. We all come together during problems like the snow that was a while back here and some flooding that came from the flash floods. So, okay, but we don't have any kind of problems like those big fires we had in California this year.
No, that was terrible.
So to lighten up the load in the world and all the terrible news when you turn on everything, sometimes YouTube's just a better place. Let me tell you something. The latest video from this guy, the Toolmiser, the Andrew and his family, it's a story of a man and a boy. His little son, I believe. I don't know that, but it's a little boy and him. And they do something with the ground, and it involves a pole. It involves something Patrick and I are both very proud of. And I just think I'm going to put a link down below. So if you just want to go check it out, the Toolmiser has a great video out. And I think it's everything America stands for.
Well, you know what was cute? Because I watched the video too. I won't mention the name, but his son, did you see? His son made a version of it.
Yeah.
So, and then the dad made this big one and then replaced it. It was Yeah. So it's really nice video.
It's really nice. And that's all we're going to say about that. So I want you to go see it.
Yeah, we'll put the details in the description.
Yep. Thank you. I think that's it. Let's get out in that shop. Let's get some work done.
Let's do it. See ya.
Bye.
Okay, we're in the workshop and Lance has several updates for us.
Uh-oh. Hi, I have 3 in total. That's true. In front of me is one of 4 I'm working on. This particular tool is very, very antique. This is a watch gear tooth straightener. I got all that out of my mouth. Okay. I've actually used this tool. Actually, did I use this one or you use this one?
We both used it.
If we both use this one? Because I got 4 of them here that do different tactics, but this particular one.
But these are older tools that we have since retired.
Yeah, we don't use them anymore.
Yeah, we have newer versions of these tools, right?
Right, more automation. We're really up to date. We might be up to like the 40s now. Just kidding, you guys.
But these are really neat tools to share.
And Pat brings up a great point. This is I'm going to do several things here. I'm going to make this pretty for you without affecting any dimensional issues whatsoever. These parts, there are about 40 to 45 parts in here that make up this small little intricate tool. And what Patrick's brought up in the past is if you look really close, you'll even see there's an itty bitty little hole there. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see
This thing's loaded with that kind of intricacy. And Pat brings up the fact that, if you go buy a tool of any kind today, you don't ever see a tool this intricate. Everything's like, I don't know, like bully proof,
Right, we noticed that, the older tools were much more smaller form factor, where over the years, especially in today's tools, everything's so much larger. Don't you agree, Lance?
Yeah, I do. So it's just strange. So before we can retire these been retired, but we need to refurbish them correctly to put them out for display for the future of our watch museum. So to do that, I'm going to make these perfect again as they can be. And all this tool does is straightens the little teeth within each gear of all those gears in your mechanical watch. You guys are familiar with a mechanical watch. If you've ever been a kid and took something apart, maybe you shouldn't have. It's like a giant wall clock in a miniature version. You know, it's all a lot of little itty bitty gears because people might see wall clock gears more often than they've seen these. And so that's what this product does. That's what this little guy does. He's made of brass. He'll be shiny and perfect when he's done. He will be fully functional. And I am going to show you how it kind of works. I'm just going to kind of show you how it holds the gear and how it does its little teeth straightening job.
Well, that'd be nice.
Isn't that nice? Okay, and I'm just going to speed this one forward, and the other three I'll just catch up later off camera. You guys won't be seeing them. Maybe down the road when they go out.
Hey, you're doing 4 tools.
Oh, yeah, there's one. Yeah, I got one here and a couple back here. They don't... See, this one's pretty good. I like this one.
Oh, yeah.
I know this one. Got it?
Thank you. Perfect.
Okay. So, I'm going to do those, but I've got 3 things, as I said. That's just one project, not 3 things in one project. I don't get away with that. In front of me is really neat. This come with the Barker mill that we bought in Pasadena, California. This is our version of an indexer. It's really kind of unique. It's going to get painted the color we selected for the Barker mill. As you know, the Barker mill accessories we have already is we have the rotary table on a miniature scale now. Remember, our table bed on that mill machine is 6 inches by 20 inches. So our little rotary table's tiny, and our vise is a rare 3-inch, right, Patrick? I believe we're using on the machine vise now, not the tool vices. We have the 3-inch.
Yeah, the large one's a 3, and I think the others are. I forget.
And on that 3-inch is our very fancy Kirk vise.
Right, that one's a 3-inch, right?
With its handle, with its rotary bottom plate. Brand new old stock in the box, untouched.
Yeah, we were very lucky because...
Oh, we got it years ago. That's not an Asian knockoff. That's an American, U.S.-made one.
Kurt used to make a 3-inch machine vise.
And very few people know that.
Yeah.
There's a 4, and there's a 5, and there's a 6. And I do know that. And the handles, caution everybody, the handles change for each one of those damn things. I've seen a few mistakes. Okay, just want to share that. So this is an accessory that goes with those 2. Or 3 things we have for the mill already before we even begin rebuilding it. I'm just going to throw this in. I'm going to do a 2-part epoxy machine gray, not necessarily Barker gray, a gray we selected that we like, that it's going to get a little bit, if there's any place for it, some maroon highlights. This tool's really unique that the man that sold us the Barker was 100 when he sold it to us because he finally decided to, I love machinists, he finally decided to retire from machining at 100.
Yes.
That was his goal and he made it. And this is hand ground here. This is done by hand. Just hand scraped, hand ground in here. Do you see that? See those? Let me rotate that.
Oh yeah, here, let me get a better close.
You have to pay close attention. If you look really close, you'll notice they're hand done. This is the big wheel on the end.
Oh,
you see?
Yeah.
On my 5C collet. It's a 5C collet holder here. Sorry. This is my little blank.
All right.
Sorry. It's my 5C collet holder. This is my handle. Then you can put a little crank back here, which I have to get a new one for. Anyway, I just want to share that I'm going to be doing a 2-coat epoxy on this product here and clean it up really perfect so that it's ready to go to work on the Barker. And later in the week, we're going to take you outside to the grinding hut. And that's where we're going to share a little bit. Pat doesn't like me calling it that way. It's a snooty watchmaker's tone that I take about that fine wood project out there. I'm going to take you out and share some updates now that it stopped snowing in the desert and it stopped raining finally on top of that, where we almost washed away here. And Patrick and I are going to take you out together there, and we're going to share putting in some electric grounding rods and stuff like that because we do our own electric, and show you a little update on the inside, huh, Pat? So some nice oak wood finishes, and I'm going to show you some concrete siding. That's a pretty elaborate siding we're using there.
Oh yeah, the inside turned out so good.
Built to, I can only say this much to you: if you close that, we're not into woodwork. Maybe I can show that, huh? Oh no, I can't because I drilled some holes today.
All right.
If you pull the handle to the door to the room, it sucks the air through the windows, the 2 little windows. That's how vacuum packed we built that thing.
Yeah.
So come along for that ride. I hope you enjoy it. And is there anything else I owe you guys?
I think that covers 3 items.
Well, that's it. That's what I'm going to do all week. You will not see this. You will not see this week. You will see this function, and you will see the grinding hut. Okay?
Great, thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Okay, we're out in the grinding hut, and Lance is installing a ground rod.
I am. Let's get you this. Let's show you what's happening. See, I'm wearing some. I think they call them big boy pants today.
Yeah, you are. No shorts.
Cool sunglasses. got me a drill bigger than anything I think we got on the machine shop there. Okay. It's gonna grind. This is a ground rod. It's 8-footer. We're just gonna grind in the power box actually right behind this wall. But we're gonna show you it's gonna be. Let me just drive this in, get this over with.
Yeah.
Patrick really wanted to see it, and I said, why don't you just catch it on camera then?
Yeah, I want to put on video. I want to see how hard it is to push in. So
I've been whining all day, so I better make it look tough.
Okay, let me go.
A little more. That's it.
Wow, that tool makes it look easy, huh?
Yeah, it's solid granite under here. Nah, that's it. Hey, want me to show you around while you're here then?
Oh yeah, please, let's look inside.
Well, let me take you back. This is where I've been busting my ass. Ooh. Well, come on. If there's any budget left, I'll have an air conditioner for this fine pad here. Summer's coming. It's beautiful weather out today, by the way.
It is, yeah.
This is James Harding concrete fiber siding. It's fireproof, and so it's got some, but basically PVC sides, right? Some trim.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And then this is one wall I've got done already. I have to wash it, but it's done. This color.
Yeah.
And I just got to do these other 2 sides and do the front. So.
Oh no, that's gonna look nice. It's gonna match the workshop over there and also our little work shed over there.
The house want it now, though.
Yeah, the house is gonna look terrible, huh?
Oh yeah. See, oh look. See, I've already pulled the conduit. Well, I've laid the conduit. There's actually a water line in here too, but there's 2 conduits, one for security and one for the 220, 110, 208 power, basically, right?
Oh yeah.
And then I got a water line coming over for a nice faucet to have here. I'm not gonna have any water inside. Anyway, come on in, check into my house. Welcome to the grinding hut. Okay, can you see?
Oh yeah, looks nice. I'm gonna get a good.
You see can I show off my fancy cabinets?
Sure.
I know I built these walls. This is what do they call it? Oh. This is oak wood, but this is bleached white oak wood, trimmed with red 1-inch thick oak wood. Beautiful work. Of course, it's my work area. I gotta make it nice. It's just 10 feet by 12 feet. It's in the codes. It's really neat. These cabinets are really neat. I've never owned them before. These are new to us. So I put these up for us. I thought they're pretty nice. They're just self-closing. We just love the self-closing thing.
Oh yeah, that's really nice.
And I'll get this all populated. I got a fire extinguisher on the wall and whatever.
Oh yeah, you got the
my power. Yeah, but 200 amps. Not bad for a grinding hut to have a 200 amp breaker box. Got too much power, not enough equipment around here. That's what the Patrick likes to say. Yeah, that's all I wanted to share, right?
It's nice.
I still got a pole electric. That's what the conduit's for. I've been working hard.
And that's for a fire extinguisher right there?
It will be, yeah. It will. It has a nice handle and everything. These are really nice and coated. I think it was one that shows up in the videos from the machine shop too.
Oh, sure.
These were nice. Of course, they had to be altered a little bit to fit our fire extinguisher, but that's pretty cool.
Great. It looks really nice in here.
It's a nice day to be working outside. Yeah, box this in. What do you think? Did it pretty good as a beam under here. I boxed it in. Try to do the best I can. But I'm trying to make amends and be Wood's friend. What do you think? Am I doing okay, guys?
Oh yeah, that's a really nice touch right there.
Yeah, this is what I do in the evenings when I'm not polishing parts for Patrick. I told I got, well, there's pictures Pat will probably share sometime. There was an A-frame kind of thing here, and we kind of came and fixed it. There was never any concrete or anything.
Right.
We just took it and said, oh, that's a good idea. Let's just build off of it. Oh, he's just so proud of that concrete pouring.
Oh yeah, well we poured it ourselves and then you epoxied it already, so
I did.
It looks really nice. It's just like the work shop.
Yeah. Can have some fancy lifts. That's it. I just want to give you guys an update.
No, thanks for sharing this. Looks really nice, coming along really well.
Now I gotta start putting siding on another wall out here, I guess. I got a nice day ahead of me, and maybe I'll get in a little painting over the weekend, and still gotta do some work for Patrick, but we're all right. I'm just refurbishing those beautiful tools right now, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for joining me. I'm glad you saw me in my overall. See, Randy, I do more than just break a nail. All right.
All right, thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. Let's go out and see Patrick and find... Yeah, I see. Let's see what non-top secret items he's working on this week. Hi, Patrick.
Hey, guys. Oh, yeah, this week I've just been juggling a lot of things, trying to get, all these little things wrapped up. And, let me share a few things with you. Right now, this is a 11-3 jaw chuck. And, this hasn't been cleaned for a long time, so basically I'm going to be taking it apart, cleaning it, greasing it, and I'm actually getting this ready for a project I'm going to be working on next week. So I'll touch on that later in this video. But let's see, what else can I share? Let's go.
Well, it's a secret that involves brass. Can I at least give that much part out?
It does involve brass.
How would I know that, huh? I pulled the material for him. Inventory.
Okay, let's see. Oh, our tapping machine. Some of you remember this. I finally got the new back plate installed. This is the one where Lance did all the preparation for me, drilled the holes, finished it to a nice finish.
What a beautiful sheen.
Turned out really nice. And for those that remember, originally we had a smaller back plate, and then we were originally going to have the power switch right below it, just like here. But then my concern was, here, let me see if I can move the table. Okay, so you're using it like this. So my concern was chips would eventually fall on the switch, get inside the switch, which wouldn't be a good thing. So we decided to make a longer plate, and I'm going to install the switch right below the VFD.
That looks really nice.
Yeah. So it's actually, I'm ready to install it. I just need to wire it all up. And let's see. So this is almost done, and when this is done, I'll share this next week too. Let me share something. This may interest some of our viewers. In America, our primary voltage for our household appliances is 110 volts. Okay, we do use 220, but it's really specific for like maybe our dryer, our clothes dryer, our stove.
Or generally just a single appliance, or up to two sometimes.
That's right.
At home.
They're usually big appliances, but for household stuff, it's all 110. But the problem is here in this workshop, we have a lot of 220 volt machines and devices and all that. And the problem is when we set up this workshop, we didn't want to install 220 outlets all over the walls. So what we had to determine was, the problem we have in the US is because 220 is not used commonly, we don't have 220 volt power strips. 110 volt power strips plentiful. So, and I want to use a power...
Yeah, from really cheap ones, which we've blown up, to really, really expensive ones.
Right, exactly. So we had to determine, what can we do? And so I looked at all the European power plugs, and we decided to adopt the UK 220 volt power plug, which I guess is their standard voltage.
Well, that's just a manly plug there, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't this manly? Look at this. You got your 220 and your big ground. And the plug even has a little tiny fuse.
It's really nice.
So added protection. So it's beefy, added protection. And if you need a picture, that's the UK style power strip right there. Next to our...
The one out away from the wall there, guys.
Yeah. See, this one's a regular 110 volt outlet, a strip. And that's the UK 220 outlet, star power strip. So that's kind of unique. I thought I'd share that.
That's really neat.
So, so that's why we adopt the UK power plug for our 220 appliances. Okay, let's see. Oh, here, just yesterday, I replaced the bearings on these pulleys. This is our newer 11 lathe setup. As people that have followed us, we recently completed the 11th setup, our older machine. Okay, and that one's fully operational now. Now we're focusing on our newer model, and the only thing that's left now is to do the spindle rebuilds. So that's going to be coming up pretty soon. But let me share something with you. I ran into an issue though. Okay, so I replaced the ball bearings and these pulleys. And let me show you.
Do that. Can I go ahead and just...
Oh, please.
You know why? I just want to show how it sits, just because you're going to show it. There you go, guys. I hope I'm getting that. That's pretty small, but that looks really good. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, and here's how it looks. Okay, our 11 micro drill press also uses these pulleys, same type. And as you can see, so that's how it looks without the bearing. See, and if you notice, it's a really interesting bearing type. Okay, people that have ordered bearings, there's pretty much 3 common bearing types. You can order open style bearings, sealed bearings, which are generally the black nylon type seals, or the metal shielded bearings. Okay, but if you notice this, look how the shield protrudes. And the reason why it does that is because these are felt seals. So there's actually a piece of felt in there, and that's why, let's see if I can get a side view for you.
Yeah, see how it sticks out so far from the center race?
Yeah, and the reason why it sticks out because there's a piece of felt in there. And it's really interesting because, when it comes to idler pulleys, for most of our machines, like here's a pulley from Bergeon, made in Switzerland. And these are open style oil bearings. And the reason why they do that is because they don't want any friction at all. They want these free spinning. Okay, same with our German tapping machine.
You guys remember this one?
Yeah, again, open style bearings. And they're open style because they're only oil, and they want to be sure you can oil them, conveniently. Because you do have to do it periodically. And so again, so open style, there's no resistance. So this is really unusual what Levin did. I've never seen these type of bearings used anywhere else, but on these Levin idler pulleys. Okay, so let's get back to pushing these in. So when it came time to push the new bearings in, I had a problem because the shields protrude. It's hard to push on just the outer race because you don't want to touch the inner race. That's a bad thing because you can, damage the ball bearings inside. So what I had to do was I had to make a special, took a piece of Delrin and made a little press tool. And
so can we stamp SKF on that and put it in the kit?
Yeah, we do have an SKF bearing installation kit, but the problem is it depends on the bearings being completely flat. So that's why I had to make this, and see, it fits right perfectly over the rate.
Nice.
See, and that's how I was able to install the bearings in here. So just a little thing. I was going to film the machining of this, but I think we've filmed making 2 of these already.
And we've pressed enough bearings.
Yeah, we pressed enough bearings.
For our career for a decade now.
I just thought I'd share this. It's a really unique bearing. Before I saw this on 11 idler pulleys, never seen this type of bearing before. So really unique. Oh, and this is the part number, the bearing number, if you're curious. It's an 88036.
Oh yeah, let's look at the front of that box just to see the color. I just like to see the blue. Yeah, there you go. Bearings.
Yeah, just a generic box.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's see what else. Oh!
Some money we spent that I don't have anymore.
We got some new tools last week that came in.
Accounting called. They want their money back.
We're really proud. We're so happy to get some. We're always happy to get new tools. Okay, so let's open this. And here we go, a brand new Starrett pink granite surface plate.
In a Starrett wooden made box.
Yeah, this is a custom. Look at the workmanship. This box is actually made by Starrett here in the U.S. as well as a surface plate.
I just need to come over here for a second because I got to confirm something. This is a Mr. Pete Lyle certified Starrett.
Oh yeah, right there.
Okay.
But for people that don't know, pink is desirable because it's known to be 10 times stronger than black granite. So it has a really much longer wear factor and just much stronger. And the reason, we actually have a granite surface plate already. I think ours is 18 by 24 inches, but that's in the machine shop, and we've had it for quite a number of years. But we wanted a little surface plate dedicated to our little workshop here where we work on little tiny parts. And that's why it's so small, because our use is only going to be small parts. So, instead of having, because, prior, if we wanted to do any measurement on a surface plate, we had to run out to the other shop and use a big giant surface plate. And it's just nice to have a dedicated surface plate.
And that's large for us.
Yeah,
that's doing large.
And our motivation for purchasing it too is so that we're going to be doing the educational videos on rebuilding the 11 headstock spindles. So, and we're really excited about that. So that was my justification for ordering all this. So I just wanted to share that. So we're really happy with that. So this is a new home right here. So close that up. Okay, and then also for the spindle rebuild videos, we decided to order a brand new test indicator.
Mar Federal.
Mar Federal. So I forgot how to open it, so here we go. Yeah, and this is really nice. The resolution on this is 1 micron, or converted to inch would be roughly about 40 millionths of an inch. So every little division.
You know what I like as a guy who's getting slightly up there in time is the size of the dial. Look at how nice and big the dial is for that. A little larger than I'm familiar, so that's nice.
But see, we needed an accurate, high resolution test indicator because the type of spindles we're rebuilding, a brand new out of the factory, they have a total indicator run out of 50 millionths of an inch. I mean, which is roughly just slightly over 1 micron. So what would that be, about 1.2, 1.4 micron? So really, really high precision. And we actually have an Imperial version of this, different brand, but we've used it for years around here. And it's, obviously it's not calibrated.
Right, and doing these educational videos, we just take it really serious. If we're going to share something that you're going to depend on, maybe one day in the future, we just want to be sure the tools we use were the utmost best that we could have provided.
Right. Yeah, so really happy. Yeah, so it's fully calibrated. So look at that. So nice calibration sheet. So really nice. So yeah, so we're ready. I think we're going to be starting the educational videos pretty shortly.
I didn't hear any reason why that other one's laying there next to it that I remember coming in too.
Okay.
That'd be to the right there.
I'll explain that one.
You got to watch him. Even in front of you guys, he'll brush over things to keep me from doing some math.
Okay. Actually, I won't open this. I'll open this next week.
That's right.
This is for a project I'm going to be working on next week. And what it's for is, if you remember, this is our 11 micro drill accessory. Okay, this actually installs on top of the 11 lathe bed right here. Okay, and currently it's always had this Michitoil dial indicator. And what it's used for is, it goes right in here. And what it's used for is when you're drilling, doing your drilling operations, it allows you, for the final depth, allows you to use the skates for the absolute depth. But the problem is as we've mentioned before, we primarily work in metric. So, and because this is Imperial, you know, we've always had to do the conversion. So while I was purchasing this, you know, these tools, I decided, you know what, maybe it's a good time to replace this.
You know, we've decided, we also figured out one thing long ago, but we'll share it as if we happened yesterday, and that's that it's if you don't have enough problems reading an indicator or a pair of micrometers or anything else around here, when you have to do conversions from inches to metric, you're just better off to get everything in front of you in the same either imperial all or metric all, because you got to switch the brain back and forth, and it's just big. We already have mistake issues. We don't need to add another one there.
Right.
So that was part of the problem.
Right. Yeah. Oh, and we did run into an issue though. I'll elaborate next week, but so we bought the brand new gauge to replace this one, but we ran into a problem, and we're going to show you next week how we're going to resolve it.
Well, that'll be fun.
So that'll be a fun little project. Hey, there's actually, should I share it? There's actually another instrument I purchased that I'm not showing. It's that.
Do I know about it already?
The Salvik caliper.
Oh, you can do that, yeah.
Can I share that?
Yeah, because I got tired of bad readings, too.
Okay. As you know, hey, we use these everywhere. You know, different brands, you know, we're used to using these $20, $30 calipers.
We leave them laying around. They're laying around out there by the lathe and all that, but they're well taken care of. They're just shop tools.
And when you don't need the accuracy, so, you know, we'll use a micrometer when we need the accuracy. But, you know, around the shop and all that, you know, and you don't want to use an expensive caliper because, you know, if I drop this and break it, this is only $20, $30. So I'm not going to.
I mean, well, it's sad, and we need to replace it. It's not quite as painful as it might get.
Yeah, but I always wished I had a high resolution, high quality caliper.
It really sucks to wish, don't it?
And we do have some, you know, like here's a Starrett. I believe this is a master veneer caliper. You know, Lufkin. Oh, this is really nice. I've shared this on Instagram. This is a Mitutoyo veneer caliper. And what's nice about this, you can actually use this as a height gauge, like that. So you can put your work under there and do your measurement. But look at that, it's really unique. And what's sadly, they haven't made this for years, and so it's really nice. They do exist. They do show up on eBay.
Well, even Mitutoyo loves it on Instagram, though.
Oh yeah,
yeah, the company does.
Oh,
yeah.
I shared this on Instagram. It's been our #1 post so far.
Oh,
Everybody loves it.
And you have a dial. I see you just have a standard dial. Indicate. Oh, you had a dial one there. Yeah, just a standard.
Oh yeah. This is really unique. Let me share this. Okay, this does both imperial and metric. See, there's two. See, the outside is imperial 1/1000th of an inch divisions, and the red is 0.1 millimeter divisions. Okay, and what's really unique about this, you know, there's actually this one's a Fowler. No, I'm sorry, Helios. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's a German brand, and this is actually This is old. I don't think they make this anymore. But they have Chinese versions of these. But the Chinese versions, they actually have gears in here that do the conversion. But when this company made this, it's really unique because for some reason, I think it's going to be really hard to see. But
I'm trying.
There's 2 racks in here. There's a gear rack for the Imperial and a gear rack. It's really hard to see. I'll probably have to put it on a microscope if people are interested. But there's 2 gear racks, one for Imperial and one for metric. So there's actually 2 little pivots, pivot gears in there that actually ride on these gear racks. And
so it's
really
intricate.
Unique. It's really intricate, yeah.
And that's why they don't make it anymore, by the way. That's going to be my answer for that. But that's not what you took us over here to show
us. I'm sorry, pennons, not pivots, pennons. Okay. Oh no, there's some.
More stuff I never see. There's where he hides those.
Yeah, this is it. This is.
It's Fowler.
Well, Fowler is. They're the distributor here in the U.S., But the actual maker of this is in Switzerland, Sylvac. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Sylvac. What's really nice about this is, I only use this in the workshop, obviously.
And that means I never use it at all.
Yes. Okay, this is going to be crazy. I mean, come on. We're used to using $20, $30 calipers. This is almost $400. Okay, now let me explain why. The resolution of this is 1 micron.
But the kicker is, it's only good to the first 3 inches, right? Approximately half of it, or something.
Something, I forgot.
It deteriorates after that or something, so it's really that fine.
Yeah, let's see, I don't have
It's kind of fascinating to see.
I don't have a gauge. But see, as you can see, the resolution, see, this is actually metric. See, for metric, you'll usually see tenths, hundredths. But this actually goes to 1,000th of a millimeter. And it is very accurate. So for a caliper, it's very accurate. You know, it's not going to be, it doesn't replace a micrometer.
No.
But when you need the resolution, you want something convenient, and it worked. I mean, it's smooth.
Do you know why he got that tool? Can I share? It's because we want to make the perfect product.
Sure. So I just wanted to share that. You know, this is one of our new tools.
Okay, thank you, Patrick.
Sure. Yeah, and I think that's it. So, so I'm just juggling, you know, as you know, we're trying to wrap up all these little projects so we can start making a product.
Which is very soon.
Very soon.
No kidding. Kidding aside and all that, we will wrap all this up. We put a lot of hours in it. Will come.
Yeah, kidding aside, we're actually wrapping up all these little projects. Our next big goal is the educational videos. We imagine maybe within a couple of weeks, we'll have the educational series on how to rebuild the precision headstocks.
Because the truth is, we actually can't start the product without it.
That's right.
We found out we needed something and we didn't know. And we figured it out, and it's now, because we kind of know what we're gonna make. So let's face it.
Right. See, this is what our 11 headstock looks like right now.
Right.
So, and then we can't use it.
And that's the headstock we need.
Yeah. And this particular headstock's our 3C collet headstock,
Right.
and we need this for this lathe for our turret setup.
In order to make the base for the product we're making.
That's
so that's
correct.
it. There you go. That's it. Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, we're back with Lance, and he just completed one of the vintage watch tools, so I thought he'd share it with us.
A little more exciting than usual, the type of work that we do. And that's because, as I mentioned, these 4 pieces are retired from us. They are retired because we have updated them with newer stuff, the more modern way of doing things. This is officially called this is a watch movement gear tooth straightener. Okay, so the way it works is, no, this vise is a general purpose mini vise for just general shop use. This tool and this is designed for would lock into a watchmaker's vise, but I can't do that because I'm out here in the machine shop, not in the workshop. So I'm just going to do this for demonstration purposes and just show you. This tool is completely finished. It's got a little oil on it, so it was shinier before I put it together. Got a little oil on it, and what you got in there is you got one little gear, and this tool can expand. This one here, I can turn this in, and it will lock into that gear to prevent it from spinning on me. Because what I'm going to do under a loop was I would drop this in this hole and against this spring. This is a spring. You see that spring load?
Yes.
I can go all the way down and hit that gear.
Oh, yeah.
See that? And this is a small gear, but they do go smaller and they do go bigger, and we've used them all. I mean, everything in between. You adjust that with this knob here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I can make this bigger or smaller to hold a bigger diameter or smaller diameter gear as necessary, and then tighten that gear using this knob here to lock the gear in place. And then I go ahead and punch this down either by finger, as you see me doing now, sometimes with a little more aggression of a smaller mini mallet.
Sure.
And I'll actually straighten the teeth upon that gear just as necessary. There may only be one bent tooth, there may be 2, there may be more.
Right.
But that's what we do there.
Yeah, it's amazing. Some of the watches we've seen in the past, but it just, I mean, you have to question how does some of this damage occur?
Well, I don't know.
But you know what it is? A lot of times it's just people dropping their pocket watches or the wrist watches, and sometimes a lot more damage than you think.
Yeah, the harmonics sends I guess it is a crash of some sort inside. I've seen it in a Vacheron Constantine actually. What happens when it falls off and hits the ground? When it stopped, I can see where the two parts came apart and hit each other, and it just caused really bad damage.
Yeah, it really does.
Okay, so what happens though when I'm out here like usual, and I'm doing 4 of these, this is the first one, and what's important to me to share with you before I get into that is what's important to us here is this is part of, okay, yes, we're here to build a product. That's fine. That product's how we're going to support this whole endeavor of ours. These tools are part of what we were hoping, and what this whole thing's about is to build our watchmaker's historic museum of tools that are working to the day they're carefully preserved like this one is, and then put away. We're going to build a glass case and the entry to our little home. Actually, that's our home and our shop. So we're going to build a nice glass case display, and we have these first 4 tools we're doing to put into that case to start with. And I've got one I'm working on right now, so he sees it.
Oh, yeah.
This is the second one I'm on now, and it's got some damages, and I'm working those damages out now. And it's just methodical. These things take a lot of hours to do. Yeah, just each one takes a lot of hours to do. And these are the first 4 pieces we've retired and are putting into those glass cases completely functioning at time, and completely refurbished and rebuilt in this case. And we will be doing this all along the way as we make videos for you guys, whether it's educational videos or building our product. We will be restoring tools all the way along the way, so there'll be a little diversity in our doings, right, Pat? As we
That's
go forward.
right.
But what happens to me is when I'm out here, and it happens a lot because I'm the go-to guy for this job, is this is 11 grinding attachment. It's missing its spindle here.
That's right. Yeah.
And Pat missed this one, and what I have to do with it is what I do with a lot of these tools you'll be seeing, and we'll be seeing, I think, in a coming week or two, right? I'm going to share the whole line of final finished accessories.
Yes.
I'm going to just show them off.
Right,
Basically, I'm going to show off the finishes.
Yeah, very soon.
And because after that, you'll be seeing them a lot. You're going to see them in videos making parts, so they make the parts for the product we're building. But this is just that one. I'll have to polish. What'll happen here is I have to inspect this part. I have to check its holes and everything. If there's no threads involved, then I just have to clean it up. A little bit of a very light Scotch-Brighting on it, and maybe fix just
sometimes stone it.
Little stonework if there's any dents. Thank you. Yeah, a little denting.
Yeah.
Just fine stonework, and then it's just a finished polish on it, and back to Patrick, and it's ready for service again. Yeah. But I do get throwing these all the time, so yeah, this took me all week, but not necessarily all week. These 2 of these, I'm about a week in, and I'm about a 1.5 done, and I got 2 more to do behind these, and they just take that long because there are about 35 parts here for this mini little thing in the palm of my hand.
Oh, it's so intricate.
It's really intricate. I've even blued these springs, the lower spring and the upper spring here.
Oh yeah, right.
See that? Ooh. Don't worry, that gear's a goner. That's why I'm able to do this. Or I'd be ruining it right now. I just love the biggest hands in the shop have the littlest tools to play with.
It actually looks adjusted. I think you're fine. But yeah, it is just a test wheel.
Did I get it in there right? Okay.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I have to test it before I can put it in, before we retire it into the glass case, which we need to build still.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you leave us one of those comments, maybe we have something we can answer. We will never leave a question unanswered. Thank you.